Hello, geometry students, and welcome to our distance learning. Um, this is Mr. Kluznik, and I am going to write this in an email format as well, but I'm also going to put a video up so I can kind of talk through where different things are located, and maybe for some of you reading, the directions will be helpful. Maybe for some of you, seeing the video will be helpful. So we'll let you kind of pick which way you look at it. At the beginning of each week, the idea would be that you would check into our Canvas page. And if you're in period 3, you've got one plan. And if you're in period 4 or 6, you've got another plan. They're the exact same plan, but one of them is, they're both around the school schedule. So one of them for period 3 is going to have us on Mondays and Thursdays. The one for periods 4 and 6 is going to have us on Tuesdays and Fridays. And those are just the time slots that we've been assigned. All teachers of period 3 and period 4 and 6 teachers are assigned. So you would go in at the beginning of the week and you would click on whichever link you have. So if you're period 3, you'd click on this first link and it would take you to the structure for the week. And again, we meet 2 days, so we'd have Monday 4-6 and we'd have Thursday 4-9. Those would be our two class sessions that we would have. And within each session, we've provided you with a checklist. So it's just a set of things we'd like you to do, ideally in that order. So you can see on this first day, we've tried to keep it a little bit less with just 3 check boxes. And on day 2, or on the Thursday lesson, we have 5 check boxes. And the structure is going to be pretty similar from day to day. We're going to ask you watch a video or potentially 2 videos and then do some practice problems on those videos. The videos are all posted on YouTube and the links will be right here active within the schedule. And then follow that up with some practice. So we picked out specific practice questions that we'd like you to do. And that link for the practice is the next one. And then finally, you would do your distance learning assignment for that day, which is due at the end of the day that day, technically at 11:59 p.m. Hopefully you're asleep at 11:59 p.m. and you've already done your homework, but it is due that same day. And that homework, and you can see there's a little asterisk on it, on both those 2 homework assignments for the week, that is not only how you'll be graded, but also how you'll be checked for attendance. So you need to complete that distance learning assignment. And in this case, it's through Big Ideas website for both of them, which you've already used and you have a lot of experience with this school year. And we provided a link to the Big Ideas page right here too. So all the links you need are right on this page. But that assignment would need to be completed that same day. So the idea is you would watch the video, practice the problems, and then try the distance learning assignment. Then on Thursday, you would come back in and you would do the video lesson 1, the practice problems, video lesson 2, and the practice problems. And you can see they're just 2 parts to the practice worksheet. And each lesson that's on a video ties into one of those 2 parts. And then you close out the day by doing the actual homework assignment in Big Ideas. And again, both homework assignments that are in Big Ideas are the way that you get your attendance as well as your homework grade. Within the actual links themselves, the video links are all just videos that we've posted to YouTube. And some of those videos Mr. Bruder put together, some of them I put together. So you might hear one voice or another voice depending on the particular day and who did which video. The Practice A link will take you to a folder in Google Drive, and that's the one we're going to talk about right now. That folder then has 3 folders that sit in it. It's got practice, which is where the practice A's are located, as well as we'll do some other practice in some other sections. So all the practice problems that we'd like you to do are in here, listed by section. So you would just go in and select the one you want, and then you would do the problems that we've asked you to do. When you go back into that folder, you can also see there's practice solutions. So if you click on practice solutions, you can see if you're getting the answers correct by checking your answers using that. And then the third folder is the notes folder. And this one, what we've done is we've provided a notes template for each of the sections that we do video lessons on. So if you click on the notes template for 9.5, you'll go into what should look really familiar from class, is the same note structure. We're going to use these to do our video lessons. So if you want, you can print this out and you can work along and take notes with us as we work through the lesson, or If you prefer just to watch and use a piece of paper to take notes, that works too. But we wanted to provide you that structure if it was something that you wanted to reference. That same setup exists for students in periods 4 and 6, so now we'll go through that one. If you click on that weekly plan link, it will look exactly the same. The only difference is for periods 4 and 6, we meet on Tuesdays and we meet on Fridays. And by meet, it means we have days where you have an assignment due. So you go in on those 2 days and you do the checklist, finishing with the Big Ideas website problems. And then that is what gets submitted for both your homework grade as well as for your attendance grade. And so whichever one of these plans you're on, whether you're in 3rd period or your 4th, 6th, you'll be doing the same activities, but you'll be having different due dates assigned to them. So you just need to find your hour, click on that, and follow the check boxes in terms of what our expectations are for you on that day. We also have included on the Canvas page 2 other links. There's a resources link and there's a textbook access link. That textbook link's the one you've been using all year. It's also the one that's on both of these 2 plans under the homework piece. So it's just a second place where that link is located. The resources link, the other link on here, will take you to that same folder. So it will take you to that same folder that's a shared Google Drive folder. It's just another place you can access this folder for your notes. So it will have all of the items that you would need to either take notes or to do the practice problems or to check your solutions. So again, the idea is each week you would go into Canvas, you would call up the weekly plan, you would then follow the check marks on that particular day or follow the check boxes on that particular day to work through a video lesson, some practice problems, and some homework. If you have questions, concerns, you aren't able to access things, please do not hesitate to send an email and I will do my best to address it and make sure we can get you on your way. We tried to keep it fairly simple in terms of what you're accessing and keep it familiar in terms of what you've already seen in class before. Please be patient with the process this week and know that you'll get as much out of it as you put into it. There's a lot of learning still to be had, and this is a really nice opportunity to go and get that information. Again, any problems whatsoever, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'll do my best to address them. But hopefully this video helps, and the written email that backs it up will also help. Thanks, good luck, and again, just be patient both with the process as well as your own learning as we shift to this new way of taking in information.